Chinese five-spice is one of those ingredients that sounds simple but carries a surprising amount of depth. The name suggests a straightforward mix of 5 different spices, yet the reality is far more layered. It is not just a recipe but a reflection of a long-standing culinary philosophy, one that values balance, contrast, and harmony in every bite. Found in everything from roasted meats to slow-braised dishes, this blend has become a quiet cornerstone of Chinese cooking, shaping flavors in ways that feel both bold and refined. Right here, on History of Simple Things. At its core, Chinese five-spice is designed to bring balance to food. Traditional Chinese cooking often revolves around the idea of harmonizing different elements, and this blend reflects that approach. Instead of focusing on a single dominant flavor, it combines multiple taste sensations into one cohesive profile. The goal is not to overwhelm, but to create a layered experience where sweet, savory, bitter, and aromatic notes coexist. This idea of balance is sometimes linked to the 5 elements in Chinese philosophy: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Each spice in the blend is thought to correspond to one of these elements, though interpretations vary. Whether or not every cook follows this philosophy consciously, the result is a seasoning that feels complete, as if no single note is missing. Despite its name, Chinese five-spice does not always stick to a strict list of 5 ingredients. However, there are a few core components that appear in most versions. Star anise is often the most recognizable, giving the blend its signature licorice-like sweetness. Cloves add warmth and intensity, while Chinese cinnamon, also known as cassia, contributes a deep, slightly spicy sweetness. Sichuan peppercorns bring a unique element that sets this blend apart from others. Rather than adding heat in the traditional sense, they create a tingling sensation that almost numbs the tongue, adding complexity to the overall flavor. Fennel seeds round out the mix with a mild sweetness and subtle herbal note. Some variations may swap or add ingredients like ginger, nutmeg, or dried orange peel. These small changes reflect regional differences and personal preferences, showing that five-spice is not a rigid formula but a flexible tradition. What makes Chinese five-spice so distinctive is how its flavors interact. The sweetness of star anise and fennel contrasts with the sharpness of cloves, while the warmth of cinnamon ties everything together. Meanwhile, Sichuan peppercorns introduce a sensation that goes beyond taste, creating a slight buzz on the tongue that makes the blend feel alive. The overall effect is both aromatic and bold, yet surprisingly balanced. It can be sweet without being sugary, spicy without being hot, and savory without relying on salt. This complexity is why even a small amount can transform a dish, adding depth that would otherwise take multiple ingredients to achieve. Because of its intensity, five-spice is often used sparingly. A pinch can be enough to infuse an entire dish with its signature character, making it more of an accent than a base seasoning. Chinese five-spice is most commonly associated with meat dishes, particularly pork and duck. It is often used as part of a marinade or dry rub, where it helps to tenderize and flavor the meat at the same time. In roasted or braised dishes, it blends with soy sauce, sugar, and other ingredients to create rich, deeply flavored sauces. It also appears in some unexpected places. In certain recipes, it is added to stir-fries or even incorporated into batters and doughs. Its sweet and aromatic qualities allow it to cross the boundary between savory and slightly sweet dishes, making it more versatile than it might initially seem. Street food and home cooking alike rely on 5-spice for its ability to deliver strong flavor without requiring a long list of ingredients. It simplifies the process while still producing complex results. Chinese 5-spice is often made by gently toasting whole spices before grinding them into a fine powder. This step helps release their natural oils, giving the blend a deeper and more unified aroma. Once ground, the spices combine into a smooth mixture that can easily coat ingredients or blend into sauces. Freshness is important, as the flavor can fade over time. Keeping the blend in an airtight container away from heat and light helps preserve its intensity. Some prefer making small batches to maintain a stronger aroma, showing how even a simple spice mix can benefit from careful preparation and storage. Although it is deeply rooted in Chinese cuisine, 5-spice has found its way into kitchens around the world. Chefs and home cooks experiment with it in everything from roasted vegetables to desserts, drawn by its unique ability to add warmth and intrigue. It pairs surprisingly well with ingredients like chocolate or caramel, where its spices enhance sweetness rather than compete with it. This global appeal speaks to the blend's adaptability. While it carries a strong cultural identity, it does not remain confined to it. Instead, it evolves as it moves across different cuisines, taking on new roles while still retaining its core character. Chinese 5-spice is more than the sum of its parts. It is a blend shaped by tradition, philosophy, and a deep understanding of flavor. What seems like a simple mixture of spices turns out to be a carefully balanced composition, one that reflects a broader approach to cooking and taste. Its lasting appeal lies in that balance. It manages to be bold without being overwhelming, complex without being complicated. Whether used in a traditional dish or a modern reinterpretation, it brings a sense of completeness that is hard to replicate. In the end, Chinese 5-spice is not just about what goes into it, but how those elements come together to create something greater than each individual component. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.